welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing an unboxing and review of the HyperX CloudX gaming headset, supposedly for Xbox. However, you'll see that it's for more than that. Here's the rear of the box, just so you see a little bit of, text on what's in there. And this is the side, just some sponsor stuff. Not really important, but I wanted you to kind of see what the box looked like from the outside. So let's go ahead and open it up and look at what's inside. Obviously, it's a headset, but it's actually a pretty good headset overall, so I think you guys will enjoy this. Already we can see the beautiful HyperX branding coming through the plastic there. Now, the packaging, I have to say, is okay for what it is, but it is cheap. It's not high-end like your Scuff gaming controller packaging, if you look at my other video on the channel, but it's sufficient. It does its job. It holds everything in place, keeps it from being damaged, and this is pretty much what it looks like when you open it. So here I'm going to pick up the microphone. As you can see, 3.5 millimeter jack, nice foam windscreen on the end of it, and it is flexible so you can bend it pretty much in any direction, but it's not going to hold itself perfectly solid, so might have to readjust it. It's one of those really flexible ones. Let's take the headset out of the actual packaging here. Now, one of the things I love about this headset and many others is that they have the standard 3.5 millimeter audio jack here, and it is gold plated. It also has inline volume controls and mute. So here you can see me moving the mute. When you see a little red icon or red area underneath, that means that it's muted. And the dial lets you flip the volume up and down. So here's a little bit of a closer look at the headset and the silica gel they pack in there so that it doesn't get moisture and mold. But you can see the wires coming out of the headband into each of the cups. It is a single wire headset, which you guys know I love. It is a pleather or fake leather cushioning around the earpiece, and there's also a fabric screen over the driver itself so your ear's not hitting against plastic. Here's some branding. And here you can see the actual headband. This is really nice quality. Look at the two-tone stitching across the edges, and of course the massive logo because they got to advertise, right? But you can see also that the connectors here, I'm about to pull them out so that you can check out how they extend and contract to fit your head. Those are actually made out of metal. The entire headband is made out of aluminum. So it is a very solid headset, good quality, and overall very comfortable. Here you see this little port at the bottom. You just pop it off, and that's where your microphone plugs into. And if you're not going to use the mic, you can take the mic off and then just put the port back on and use this as a regular set of headphones. But overall, they're hefty, not too heavy that they hurt or anything, but they're hefty, good quality. You can tell when you handle them that they're not cheap headphones. So, I think they look great, but here's pretty much what they look like, and nothing special here really. One of the things I do want to show is the other stuff that came in the box. So you get this little welcome card saying thanks for joining the HyperX family, which by the way is a Kingston brand, but they kind of removed Kingston from the name. Here's all the other stuff you can buy, like peripherals. Some of these come in colored versions, like mine is just plain silver aluminum, but there's a red one, there's a blue one. And here's telling you, if you have a problem, reach out to support. In other words, don't just return it because they don't like that, but reach out to support and kind of talk to them about it. And this is a quick start guide that came with it as well. All it does is tell you, how to move the volume up and down, how to move the mute, how to plug it in, what it looks like, the different types of ways you can connect it. So like the newer Xbox One controllers have the 3.5 millimeter jack. The older ones, you need to use the adapter. I use the adapter either way because it has a mute on the adapter, which I actually prefer to use over the inline one if possible. So now that we're done with the unboxing, let's jump into the actual review portion of the video. As far as initial thoughts, I was impressed. The packaging looked good. The headset overall felt solid in my hands. As far as the build quality goes, having a metal headband is definitely a higher tier of quality than the typical plastic ones you're going to get at the budget tier. Note that this is not a budget headset per se. This is not a very high-end headset, but this is what I would consider a mid-tier headset, something in the range of $50 to $150. As far as the features of this headset, the HyperX website lists the following. It's an official Xbox licensed headset, which is great. It has signature HyperX comfort, and I can attest to the fact after wearing these for several hours across several days, they are fairly comfortable. It does have a durable aluminum frame, as you can see from the unboxing video. Immersive in-game audio is one thing I would say is good. The audio is definitely good. It's quality audio. It's not poor. It's not hollow. It's not tinny. It sounds just right. So I would agree with that it is, in fact, immersive in-game audio. The inline audio control, again, a great feature to have. Another feature listed here is detachable noise cancellation microphone. I do love the fact that it's detachable, so you can use this headset just as a regular headset without a mic, as a monitoring headset. And also, if you have a better recording setup with a more professional microphone, you can just take the mic off the headset and use it just as a regular set of monitoring headphones. So that is great. And it does come with a 2-year warranty, which is excellent because most of these headsets come with 1 year or less. So a 2-year warranty is pretty solid. So let's talk a little bit more about the audio, right? The headphone driver sound quality. So this is not the audio that's being recorded from the mic, but this is the audio that you're hearing in your ears from the actual headphones, the ear cups. The quality is great. Again, this is not a super expensive headset, $300-$400. This is a $75-ish headset. So it is excellent quality at that price level. It had wide dynamic range. I didn't notice any muddiness on the highs or the mids or the lows. Granted, I don't turn my headset all the way up and try to make it clip, but if you have it at a reasonable level like I did, it sounds great. I can't really, fault it in any particular place, but it did sound overall good. Again, the comfort level on it was good. The ear cups themselves have a very cushiony material on them, so when you put them on, even though the headband is metal and there's a significant clamping force, right? It's not overbearing, but it's not weak. It's significant is the best way I can put it. You definitely don't feel like these headphones are going to fall off, but the cushion around the ear cups keeps it from feeling like it's squashing your head or squashing your ears or hurting you. And on this headset, because the ear cups are big, the cushion goes all the way around your ears. Unless you have some abnormally large ears, maybe it would push on your earlobes, but for the average person, they're going to fit just right. And again, it's very comfortable. The cushion on the bottom of the headband on the top, also very plush. So it rests on top of your head comfortably. You're not going to feel it digging into your head. So overall, I would say the comfort level is really, really good. Who's the target consumer for this headset? I would say any gamer. Of course, again, this is not a budget headset. This is a more of a mid-tier headset, right? Again, $50 to $150 range, I would say. So it's going to be for your gamer that games a lot. If you're someone that games for an hour or less a day, you're probably better served by one of the more budget headsets simply because the comfort level of it is a function of the duration, the length of time you're wearing it, right? So the cheaper headsets, the longer you wear them, the more they start to become uncomfortable, the more you have fatigue. Whereas the higher end headsets or the mid-tier and higher, you can wear them for longer periods of time without them hurting you. So I would say the target consumer is someone who plays several hours a day, maybe not someone who's playing 8 or more hours a day like a professional streamer or something like that, but I would say a solid mid-tier gamer. Maybe you play 2 to 4 hours a day, you stream a couple hours a day. This is who this headset is targeted at. Compatibility. So this headset uses a standard 3.5 millimeter audio jack. That's just an industry standard jack. Anytime you've ever used a headset on a phone, even though I know some of the newer phones don't use jacks anymore, but let's just say a couple years ago, your PC, the front ports on your PC at least, just about any audio device built in the last, 20, 30 years uses a standard jack. That means that this headset is compatible with many, many, many devices. So obviously this is licensed for Xbox, so it'll work with your newer Xbox One controllers that have the 3.5 millimeter audio jack on the bottom. If not, you can get an adapter for the older Xbox One controllers and plug into the adapter that has a standard 3.5 millimeter out. Either way it works. PlayStation 4 controllers have standard jack you can use these with. Your Nintendo Switch has a standard jack you can use this with. Again, your PC has a standard jack you can use this with. One thing to consider when talking about a PC is that a lot of PCs split the microphone and headphone jack. This is a single jack, not dual jack. So if you want to use it with a PC that has 2 jacks separate for each microphone and speaker, you're going to need an adapter for that. However, on most laptops, they only have a single 3.5 millimeter jack, and that's exactly what this headset is used for. You can also connect it to smartphones, tablets, etc. that use 3.5 millimeter audio either built into the phone or through an adapter. So it is highly compatible with many, many devices. You shouldn't have a problem with that. So now let's move on to the actual microphone audio test. The microphone audio test is actually going to consist of 3 different tests. First, I'm going to read some text to you using the HyperX CloudX headset mic itself. That's this headset that we're reviewing. Then I'm going to read you the same exact text using a smartphone headset mic. Then I'm going to read the same exact text a 3rd time using my reference Audio-Technica mic. The hope here is that you get to hear the difference between all 3, and what you should be looking for is the sound clarity and background noise. Those are the 2 things that are going to matter to most people using this headset microphone. Whether or not your squad can hear you well, and whether or not they're going to be hearing everything going on in the room you're in, or whether it kind of isolates stuff in the background. Now remember, the marketing materials for this headset do say that the microphone is noise canceling, so you'll be able to find that out when you hear the actual recording. What I'm going to read to you is actually a pretty cool little excerpt today. Normally I read a paragraph out of the marketing materials for the headset for the actual review, but 2019 is actually the 50th anniversary of us landing on the moon, or the United States landing on the moon for my listeners that are not in the United States. So what I'm going to read to you is a very brief excerpt from a speech that President John F. Kennedy gave at a Rice football game stadium to the crowd, talking about why the United States was going to go to the moon. I find it to be inspirational and also apropos for the year. So let's go ahead and move right on into reading that text on all 3 different microphones. First, I'll read the text from the HyperX CloudX headset microphone. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too. And now I will read the same text from a smartphone headset microphone. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too. And now I will read the same text from my reference Audio-Technica microphone. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we are willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too. Now let's bring this review to an end. Some final thoughts here. Overall, I'm really impressed with this headset. I really like it. I'm glad that I got one to use, and I'm going to use it a lot more in my gaming. As far as final thoughts, I would say, this is a mid-tier headset. This is not a low-end budget. This is not a high-end. This is mid-tier. So keep that in mind when you're looking at headsets to buy. As far as pros for this particular headset, first and foremost, I would say is the comfort. It is incredibly comfortable to wear. The cushioning on the headband, the cushioning on the ear cups, the force that the actual headband puts on your head is just right. I really love the comfort on this headset. The other thing is the audio quality coming out of the ear cups is great. Right? For the price you're paying, this is excellent quality. You're not getting a $500 set of headphone quality, but you're also not getting a $20 set of headphone quality. You're getting exactly what you pay for, maybe even more in this case. I would actually say the quality coming out of the headphones on this are more like $100 to $150 as opposed to the $75 that this costs right now. As far as cons go, really there aren't any. Some might say the price is a little bit of a con because it is $75, but again, this is quality. You have a metal headband in it, so that's not really a con. I don't really have any cons for this headset at this point. It feels great, and it sounds great, and I enjoy it. So should you buy it? If you're looking for a solid mid-tier headset, my answer is yes, absolutely you should buy it. This is a great headset overall. Again, it sounds good. It's comfortable, and it has the great feature that you can detach the microphone from it. Some of the cheaper headsets you cannot detach the microphone from, and it's kind of annoying. You have to just somehow fold it out of the way if you're using a better microphone while you're streaming or whatever. This one, you can actually just take it off, and you can use these as just plain earphones, which is excellent. So you should absolutely buy it. As far as where to buy it, you can probably get it at any of your favorite retailers. However, I would recommend that you pick it up on Amazon. They're typically the cheapest, and they have 2-day shipping if you have Prime. Also, I have an Amazon affiliate link for these in the description on the video. I would appreciate it if you decide to buy these to use that link to buy them, because I get a percentage of that sale. It doesn't cost you a penny more. I just get a cut of it, and it helps to support the channel and keeps these review videos coming. Again, this is a definite recommend from me, and I appreciate if you buy it from the Amazon link. Otherwise, please like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me in the comments what you think about the mic test, what you think about the overall build quality, what you think about the video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell so you get notifications when new videos come live. You can follow me everywhere on social media under mnemonictutor, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all of it. I'd appreciate a follow. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video.